Conception Planning 2023. I've gotten loads of questions about conceiving and planning to conceive for 2023. Is it something that we leave to chance? Is it something that we need to plan for? And my question to you is, if you plan for the gym, if you plan to lose weight, then why wouldn't you plan to conceive, for example? Not an exact or direct parallel, but the point is you can plan for how you want your 2023 to go in terms of your conception journey. There are many people, many of us use apps, many of us use planners already on our phones to plan in terms of our cycle, following our cycle. Well, you can also create a spiritual plan for conception. It's very important to not leave the spiritual aspects just to chance. It's very, very important to understand that things should not just be left up in the air. I've gotten questions and popularly asked questions like, oh, what if, is God's time not the best? Is this something that I need to plan? God's time is the best. Well, if you look in the Bible, in the book of John 2, at the wedding feast of Cana, Mary, the mother of Jesus, asked him to help with a couple who didn't have any wine left over in their wedding. And he actually replied to her and said, my hour has not yet come. So, it gives the idea that through intercession, through entreating Jesus, even if you think it's not yet God's time for you to have a baby, even if you think it's not yet God's time for you to conceive, you can actually entreat Jesus. You can actually plead your case. You can actually ask him to overrule the times to do with your natural cycle. You can ask him to intervene, and you can ask him to make the set time now. You can ask him for favor now. So I just wanted to make this clear because I've gotten questions about these type of questions about God's timing and what if you plan but you don't actually conceive. Like, it's not about setting yourself up for failure. The Bible also says, which one of you wants to build a house but doesn't take out the time to count the cost? It's very important to take out the time to actually count the cost. So if I want to conceive in 2023, what are the costs that I'm counting to conceive in 2023? Am I ready? Is my body physically ready? Am I spiritually ready? Is my work, am I ready to leave work to have a baby? Are my finances ready? So there are many aspects to think about planning to conceive in 2023. I have spots left. And I just think that it's so important for you to give yourself the best chance, to avail yourself of the best chance to be able to conceive in 2023. I know it would seem more natural to say, oh, I'm not making any promises. If you come on this course, I'm not making any promises. We don't know whether or not you'll get pregnant. No, faith is now. Faith speaks. Faith believes for now. So yes, I am making a promise that you can count on Jesus. I am making a promise that no planning is wasted planning. No faith in Jesus is wasted faith. And so in 2023, give yourself the chance to give yourself the best chance. I will be coming on here every day explaining why you need to be planning, explaining why conception planning is actually a thing. Sometimes people say to me, oh, supernatural childbirth, is that even a thing? What's supernatural childbirth? What's supernatural conception? Is that even a thing? Well, my question for you is, what do you say to a woman who has tried everything? What do you say to a couple who has tried everything but nothing has worked? What do you say to a couple who has, taken a hold of science? They've tried everything possible. They've gone through a journey. They've tried IVF. They've gone through numerous cycles of IVF. What do I say to that couple? I say, try Jesus. Give Jesus a chance. Give Jesus a try. How do you do this? By applying scriptural principles, by applying biblical principles. There are so many principles in the Bible that exist for everything, for finances, for good health. The Bible says that I wish that you be in health and prosper, even as your soul prospers. So Jesus's wish for you is that you have the desires of your heart. Delight yourself in the Lord, and I will give you the desires of your heart. Come boldly to the throne of grace that you may obtain mercy. So come boldly to the throne of grace to obtain mercy in the area of your conception, in the area of your pregnancy. This shouldn't be an area that is just left to chance. Not at all. Not at all. 2023 can be your year, but you need to plan for it to be your year. You need to build your faith for it to be your year, especially if you're having difficulty conceiving. This message is not for everyone. This class is not for everyone. These coaching calls are not for everyone. They're for people that need to build their faith in this area, that need God to show up for them in this area because they feel like they've tried everything and just feel like nothing has worked. Well, Jesus will work because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And you know, sometimes I feel like we sabotage ourselves because we're too familiar with Jesus and we're too familiar with ourselves as Christians. So you're playing a reference point in your mind of the last time you prayed and nothing happened, the last time you were pregnant and you still miscarried, the last time that you trusted God and it seems like God let you down. Well, I'm saying to you that Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And so what he has done for one, he will do for another. So this is an opportunity to build your faith and make sure that you determine that you will not be left behind in 2023, because Jesus is the God that leaves the 99 to go after the one. It is possible that you are the one. It is possible that this year is your year. And so there are possibilities in Jesus. To man, this might be impossible, but with God, all things are possible. And I cannot stress and emphasize enough how possible it is. Doesn't matter what you've been going through. Doesn't matter what you've experienced. Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. I will come live again tomorrow, emphasizing these points, answering the questions that people might have. And so if you have any questions, you can pop a question below this video. You can actually DM me, or you can follow any of the links in my bio to find the help you need. Everything is pretty self-explanatory, and I look forward to hearing from you. I will save this live and it will be available on my page. Have a blessed day.